Hey, let's start off. I am hip hop. Hip hop is me. I've been in love with it since 1984. Changed my life. But the topic we're going to talk about today is the two. One is a group and one is well, two of them a group, I guess. NWA and Rakim. These two different guys changed the complexity of hip hop and how it was moving in the 80s. NWA that was in 1988 from Compton, California. They changed in the ways about the street life, about rapping about gangster stuff. They was the first one that the FBI sent a letter to try to get them to not talk about explicit lyrics. This was way back in the day. They was ready to lock them up, but it was fell under the First Amendment Act, free speech. They so instrumental to the rap game right now because with all this drill music, they are the grandfathers of that. And what they did was they changed the trajectory, the landscape of rap, of gangster rap forever. So they're a big part of hip hop and how things was. And they branched off, some of them branched off to Death Row Records like Dr. Dre in 1991. Ice Cube had a good solo career doing acting and directing as he still is today with his son. Eazy-E unfortunately passed in 1995 with the AIDS. It kind of that was a big blow to hip hop too. He was only 31 years old, a legend, a legend when you talk about Compton. But NWA, they really changed the game. I mean, they changed the game in all aspects, from wearing the Raiders hats to the jackets to what they was talking about, the guns, explicit lyrics. They was a one on one. Trust me. Salute. Salute to y'all. And they will always be up there in my top tier list because of what they did for the game. Yeah, of course they had a lot of negative pushback, but what they did for the game is you can still see it today. Everybody want to be gangster, everybody want to be thug. That came from them. Now let's talk about the other side. Rakim. Like I told you in my past recordings, I was saying that Rakim was only 18 when he dropped Paid in Full. Can you imagine that at 18? What was you doing at 18? You weren't writing no math. You weren't writing no masterpiece. I knew that album from front to back, nigga. I ain't no joke. I ain't no joke. Check out my melody. Paid in Full. Move the crowd. I put him and Nas 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, Paid in Full and Illmatic. But when he came out, everybody was rapping fast and hyper. He slowed it down. Started talking with some sense, 5% Nation. You know what I'm saying? The 7, he represented the 7. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should know. So in that aspect, I always give my flowers to Rakim. I always hold him at high regard. Although I got to meet the God at the Howard Theater in D.C. back in 2015, I took a picture with him, put him on Facebook. That was one of my high moments right there. I would salute with that. Rakim had some good. Rakim changed the game. I mean, a lot of people reference him. You know what I'm saying? So he's very highly saluted. I mean, what he did was up there. So with both of these acts, Eric B and Rakim and NWA, they changed the game forever. After them two, the game just went from one level to another. It was on its way to mainstream. Didn't get there yet, but it was on its way. Thanks to these two guys. Without these two guys, they was the one that kind of shift rap into a different direction that a lot of people wouldn't expect it to be. You know what I'm saying? And Rakim was so ahead of his time. By the time people realized what he was talking about, it was like 3-4 years later. And by that time, he was like 21. He already had like 3 albums by that time. In 1992, I think him and Eric B broke up due to financial problems. And I think he dropped another album in 1997, but he was still on guest appearance. And he always had that classic joint on the Juice soundtrack. I told the whole New York. I told the whole New York. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, salute to the God, 18 letter. You always be in my top 5, dead or alive, I don't care. Peace to the gods. And that's what I'm going to talk about today with those two guys. I'm going to wrap it up like this, man. Never go with the flow. Be the flow. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got opinion. It's like commodity. Everybody can afford it. As long as you can look yourself in the mirror every day and you fine with it, be yourself, man. If you don't know nothing about this, be yourself. I love hip-hop. Hip-hop love me. Been down with it since 1984. This the wheelchair and we about to go. And we out. It's the wheels.